What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream, restream for CNFTs. It's Tuesday night, and we're talking all CNFTs. We want to talk Cardano. We want to talk markets, and we're bringing on an old guest, actually two old guests here that I just love them on the channel. I just love having conversations with them, and I think you would too. But before we do that, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone in the chat. And we want to thank you guys. Oh, like nice green heart, man. I appreciate that. So let me bring up the first guest here. He's got golden nuggets you can't rush past. He buys NFTs because he doesn't trust cash. He's underground like a gopher, got your back like a chauffeur. He grows on you like a mustache. He's the one, the only, the crypto warden himself. Ethan, welcome to the channel.
'Tis the season, Cowboys Nation. You know we're excited. Our Christmas spirit was starting nice and early today in the office. You guys know it's a beautiful day outside. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. It's CNFT Tuesday. Let's go, baby.
Welcome to the channel. We're ready to talk CNFTs. Big ups to the chat. And I want to bring on another man all the way from around the world here. He is an NFT beast. His floor is always rising like yeast. He's a hardcore trader making flips like a skater. He serves up the alpha like a feast. He's the one, the only Werz. What's going on, brother? How are you? Welcome to the channel.
What's happening, people? How are we doing?
Good to have you on the stream. Glad we figured out some of that stuff over there.
Literally last seconds, isn't it? I literally just managed to slide in just in time.
Love it. I love it. I love the shirt too. We love Freedom 35. Big shout out to them.
Repping some merch for it today. Thought I hadn't worn it live. I wore it in a few pics, but thought I'd represent the F35s tonight.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for showing up on the stream.
No worries,
where are you calling from? Where are you streaming in from, by the way?
I am in Phuket in Thailand.
Phuket, Thailand. I love to pick your brain on some of that travel and stuff too. Are you switching out of crypto and you're moving into what the currency they're using in Thailand or anything like that?
Well, yeah, no, not really. I'm not massively into crypto. I'm an investor. I'm not a trader into crypto. So I just dollar cost average into what I believe in. But it's mainly NFTs, and really that's costing me money because I don't really sell anything. I just keep buying. My portfolio is really good, but my actual liquid isn't that great. But that's just love for NFTs.
Got it. All right, we all love NFTs here. Big ups to Green Fingers and Hugs and Rico and Jackson and Danielle. Good to see you guys here. We got one more guest, or maybe two, but we'll see here if you could help him, if you could help his home life here. This man keeps his profits too tight, throwing around the best alpha like a food fight. Twitter Spaces main feature, expand your brain like a teacher. This man's knowledge will blow you away. Gesundheit. He's the one, the only TAL Crypto. Welcome to the channel.
Here we go.
Yeah, Warden, that's good.
TAL.
Happy Tuesday, you all. Happy fucking Tuesday. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Happy Tuesday. Best day of the week, baby.
Best day of the week. First of all, TAL. And I think Werz, I'm not sure if we've talked since CNFT. Well, no, we have talked since. I talked.
Yeah,
it was the first Tuesday after CFT Con. I haven't talked to TAL since CFT Con. TAL asked me about how was CNFT Con for me, and I was like, boy, why are you asking me? You were the main feature, TAL. You were the life of the party at the start of the show. Everyone was headed to your room. You tell me how, what you did at CNFT Con, what you explored, what was the best takeaways from that place?
It was like meeting the people you talk to for like 7-8 months first time. So for me, it was like partying all the time, and I'm not a party person at all. I stay home usually. So for me, it was just crazy, insane. It was like a reunion, but we never really met each other. So it was weird. It was fun to see all the projects. It's important for us to see who want to spend the ADA, the money to make it look nicer, or the opposite way, like non-show or I liked it a lot. I hope they're gonna do it yearly. And I hope they're going to do it at the same place as well for us to be more easier for us to to just know where to go and what to do. So
Yeah.
I don't want to spend the time to learn what's going on. That's my point of view. That's
Well,
it.
if it happens in Miami, I'll be happy to show you all around. So there's no learning there. What out of all of us who've been to CNFT Con, what was the most impressive project there for you guys? The project that like really stood out in person. Like forget the online stuff. Like in person, what project stood out to you the most?
For me, we love Flipper. I know Tal did. We was there at the same time. We was impressed with Flipper, with the platform, with what they're bringing. That's where I spent the most time, to be honest, and that's what I'm most impressed with. I just thought the platform, using it, seeing it, how it moved, how much better it is than what we've got at the minute. For me, that was the most exciting. But I didn't go and see as much. I think Tal got around a bit more than me, but for me, it was Flipper.
I'm not familiar with Flipper. How do I spell it? What do I say?
Oh no, not yet. It's a ghost chain.
Yeah,
So,
it's at the minute it's linked to an NFT project, so it's linked to Ghost Chain. So if you look at Ghost Chain on JPEG Store, that's what the actual NFT is linked to, and having them NFTs allows you royalties, different levels of royalties and profits and flip token and a lot of the utility that the new platform is going to give, but it hasn't launched yet. So it's still saying free roam, which I think is terrible, Tal, for the brand. It shouldn't be saying free roam on the Ghost Chain website.
Free roam is the previous marketplace they built, and on top of those foundations, they took the UI, the user integration, and they literally shifted. And what we saw in CNFT Con, we're blown away. You're gonna have a bundle listing, bundle sales, cart buy. So you can literally add NFTs to a cart and then buy them all in one transaction. So they're working on something that will improve sweepers, all these things. So
yeah.
You can even buy with Society and Yummy. The marketplace allows you to buy with Society, Yummy, with all the coins on Cardano as well. So it's going to revolutionize the way we interface and buy NFTs. All I can say, it's like OpenSea, and I am very, very excited. And that's where the link is with the NFTs with Ghost Chain. They're sort of partnered with them, and you're going to get sort of percentages depending on what Ghost Chain you have and how well the marketplace is doing. You're going to get percentage of royalties. So that's where the link comes. So that's what I thought at CNFT Con for me. That's what I was impressed with. And Cornucopias. That was crazy, that game. Actually playing that game for the first time was crazy.
Less for me, Cornucopias, I have to say. It's only a simple game for $10 million they raised for now. And this is not even a land. This is a land access.
Token. Yeah,
it's not even the land yet. It's a pass to get the land. So let's hold on. I want to say I love Place.
It was just impressive to play.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Just the exact same thing. I mean, Overexposed was great to be able to just play the game.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Tal on this one. I like that we're split here, but I'm really on Tal. The game was for me it was kind of glitchy, and and there was so much money into it. There was a ton of money into it. So I want to see it fleshed out more. I guess I want to reserve judgment and see that fleshed out. You know, a little more.
I mean, I do want to give.
For sure, not enough. I want to say Clays. I really want to say Clays. How they moves, how they do stuff. They had an after party. They had clay work. Like, let me bring my kids here. Let them have fun. This is what they should do. I really, really like Clays. I always like Clays. I bought a lot of Clays lately. I think that's the one to watch. And we talked about it before.
Yeah.
Last time we talked, I told you we're going to have a runner. One of the 5 we talked. We had a runner. They just blow up. Literally blow up. It's the Ape Society. So we didn't talk sex then. But when you think about it, I said we're going to have a major crazy runner. I think it's not enough, though. Because we don't have the sweepers. We don't have the tools to to pump it to the 100,000 ADA direction.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, the tools. I actually don't think it's just the tools. I think it's the market in itself. To
But you cannot buy, Aaron. You cannot sweep a floor. It will take you 20 minutes. So when you do that on Ethereum, you can buy 15 NFTs in a click. Here, to buy 15 NFTs will take you like 30 minutes.
It'll take you all night. It'll take you all night.
Yeah,
it's a problem to push the floor to start to create a bigger FOMO. It cannot happen right now. So a 15K with the sweeping tools, I'm telling you, it's 40, 35 floor.
Yeah, I think there needs to be more tools. I think you're right to be able to access some of that. I still think the bear market is a big deal. But one person who doesn't care about a bear market is Idle Tools. So thank you so much for the super chat here, Idle. Let's see, character dancing under a rain confetti and taking off his hat to say you're amazing. Well, I appreciate that. We need to have you on the chat. I think you're supposed to. I think he was typing out a GIF here, so I appreciate that. Yeah. So with the sweeper tools, that can be useful, and that could bring in the big whales to sweep up floors and stuff like that. I still think. I mean, like you were able to have a run up for Ape Society, but to have multiple run ups for multiple projects, I think you just need to turn around in the bear market. You just need more money coming into the ecosystem, I think. I'm not sure.
We had a lot of money coming in. Look what's happened to Clay's floor. So if we had a bigger push with tools that will create it, then I think we had more money in the ecosystem. But again, it's maybe if you're right. Basically, it's a bear market. Yeah. We all praying for 5 cent ADA. So
yeah. Oh man, I'm sitting on a little bit to see at 10 cents. I would buy up 10 cent ADA all day. I'd buy that up.
We should all start to buy probably at 19, and if it's going down, keep buying.
Yeah, I unfortunately I extended pretty heavily, like maybe 30% on that first dip, and then it kept dipping, and I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? So I'm holding that bag until then. How about you, Warden? What do you think was the most impressive in-person project for you at CNFT Con?
I mean, Cornucopias just was for me only because I was able to finally play this game that I've been hearing about for months. But I do want to give an honorable mention to Overexposed because we were all, I'm not sure if Werz and TAL, you guys made yours, but I know Aaron and I did. We did where you could make your actual mech. Oh, so you stopped by?
Yeah,
I was there all the time.
All right, so I mean, by default, you had to because I was actually just looking at my wall, and that's kind of why I brought it up. I saw my mech in there, Aaron. I think you have yours too, so it's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. So I'm glad
I didn't even know they sent it. I knew.
No, I just looked and it was there.
I haven't seen mine yet. If it's sent.
Okay, yeah, I definitely need to check that. I'm not sure for me what the booth was. I think the booth is probably less so but I talked to a lot of people from Play Nation, and it prompted me to make a video. So that really was my favorite one, just because I talked to a lot of people, and even like the mods and Lena, I don't know her name, but she was super cool, yeah. Super down to earth. I personally enjoyed the sumo match more than anything.
Yeah,
the sumo basketball one. Yeah, I personally like that more.
I had to let you win that one, so we're just gonna slide by that.
Okay, let's see. You just sent me my mech or what?
Yeah, I sent in the chat. Yeah.
Let's see here.
But with Clay's, I'll just piggyback off of what Tal was saying and that about Clay's. Aaron, that looks funny.
That's funny.
At CNFT Con, they're just everything about them. It just proved they're just so professional. They're just everything you want out of someone where you're going to put your money, somewhere you're going to invest. That is where for me personally, is just where I want to put it. It's a team I believe in. I even spoke to their mum. Their mum was there. She was such a nice lady. I was speaking to her, and it just shows where Clays are, and that's why they're that steady. They're that Bitcoin of Cardano NFTs. So I see it is that, they never fluctuate crazy. They're always stable, and that is why.
Anybody you will ask, they're in their top 3.
Yeah,
so anybody. 1, 2, or 3. Anybody, all the time. You're gonna ask someone, and usually not usually, 99% of the time, clays are in the top 3. So
Gotta
that's
be.
even if at the 3, but they still at the top 3 all the time.
What would be number 1 for all of you guys?
My number 1 is clays.
Okay. Yeah. I think for me too.
Yeah, I think it's great. They just can't do. They're just the way they're moving. The partnerships just made sense with Champ. Just everything's made sense, and I'm just waiting now for this Clayverse. I think they're going to be the next move. I think Yummy are going to be the next big movers actually, but I think they're going to have some big stuff in the pipeline, Clays. And when that starts coming out, that's really going to battle for the Ape Society with floor price. I really do.
I think you're right. Longevity clays, because I think primarily of their, I think they're closer to Charles Hoskinson than any other project. I think that's just a guess though. And if you're closer to him than anyone else, that's a good thing, especially in Cardano. So that's what I think personally. What do you think, Ethan? Number 1 to him than anyone else. That's it. Ethan, what's your number 1 project?
My number 1 project, I mean, just right now, it was Old Money, only because just it was an interesting booth, just with like the little the milk cartons and the TV, and it was kind of just like you had to be in that community to kind of understand what was going on, and like the founders and the big people in there were kind of just walking around. They didn't like make themselves apparent because they just wanted the people that know who they are to stay in.
Yeah. That's one of my. That's like a dark horse pick for me too. I really like them. You guys hold Old Money?
Nope.
You don't hold any?
No, I did at the start. I had some tits. I had a couple of tits, the newspaper, but I got rid of it when I made like a 2x on it, a 3x. It's just for me, which I know TAL's going to say exactly the same. It's just very hard to understand, and you've got to be very involved in it. The website is, even looking at the website is crazy with all the different things. So it's just quite a lot to be involved with. Don't get me wrong, I love the project, but I'm not in it, and I think this is the reason.
I probably will buy one, like an expensive one, just to have a $2 bill, just to have it. I probably will buy one, but I don't understand nothing. Every time I go to the website, it's just crazy. So for me to buy, I'll prefer to spend my ADA on ADAnuts, for example. Yeah. If you're gonna go to CNFT Con and you're gonna look on ADAnuts and what Bourbon did for his community, that we are part of the community, we are like, okay, this is where we want to spend our money on and invest in it, because in Bourbon we trust. That's it.
In Bourbon we trust. Yes, sir. In Bourbon we trust.
Hold on. Let's not scroll past Old Money here first. Oh, I don't understand anything that's happening Old Money. I honestly because this. It's the one and only project that spoke to me artistically. The one and only project. Everything else, every other project out there, I'm looking at it as an investor standpoint. Old Money, I'm looking at it as art. They might not take it as art. I just hate fiat. I hate the system. I hate fractional reserve banking. I hate the Fed. I hate it all. I hate it all. Okay. And so when I look at this, I connect with it on an emotional level. Okay. Should I? No, but I do. Okay. so I don't know what they're doing.
One project like that, Aaron.
Yeah, and this might be my project.
With Yummies, and now I have it with the ADAnuts, and it's moving from Yummies to ADAnuts. But you should have one project that you just buy stuff that you don't want to sell. You just want to have it in your wallet.
That's it. This is the one project, because it speaks to me on that visceral level. Do I know what's happening? No. Do I have to know what's happening? No. I don't even. I don't know. But that's half my bag. I got Mallard order. I don't know what's happened over there. I got Yummies. I don't know what's happening over there.
No, but you sort of, with as far as with how me and TAL sort of work, like you sort of have to know what's going on to make your investment, to be able to get in and out, and to be able to, because you're not just going to buy one, you might buy 3 or you might buy 5, and you need to be part of it to know when the news is coming out, to when to sell, So it's sort of like, whereas like him it's exactly the same for me with TAL with ADAnauts. We don't care where ADAnauts are.
Okay.
Buy ADAnauts. I don't give a shit what the floor price is. If I want to buy a couple of ADAnauts, so I think that's where you are with old money, like we are with Reynolds.
For sure.
But I get what you mean. The art is absolutely crazy. Like, if you can actually work around the website and find out where they get minted and see them, it's crazy. So I do understand where you come from there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat just now. Yeah, I think I'm a little congested. I think there's like the hurricane kicked up some stuff for us. But yeah, for ADA knots, I just wish old money was the same price as ADA knots. I'd be sweeping the freaking floor. I'd be sweeping the floor.
That's what we're doing.
I did meet Bourbon. I mean, Brennan, and he seemed like a great guy. I mean, we met him on stream, and he was awesome, but he was even better in person. So yeah, it was a good time. It's a good time over there. Tommy says, facts, Werz, make sure you do your due diligence. Let me see. Bring this up. Do your due diligence with your investments, even if they are clay aliens. It's true.
You know how much Tommy loves old money. He loves old money.
I'm with him.
So I understand what he means. It's just different entry points. It's something, I think if you ask a lot of people, they would say a dollar bill would be something that I would like. It's just one of them things that maybe I haven't got hold of.
Guys, the fractional reserve banking is so evil. Guys, like, I hate it. I hate it so much. I really do. I really hate that we're all controlled like that kind of stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, we don't have to talk about that. What I do want to talk about briefly is the price of Cardano right now. Cardano is at 34 cents. It's something that maybe it's a good time to buy. What do you guys think? I'd like to get your opinion on it. I know we talked a little bit about it. Tal said we should be starting to think dollar cost averaging at 19 cents. I personally bought in at 32 cents. I do plan on selling that small bag if it does go up to like 39, 40 cents again, but we'll see what happens. What are you guys doing with this?
I'm not buying it. Go ahead.
I mean, just right now, I'm just DCing as well. Just a little bit, though, not really too much, only because we're still really unsure of where we're going to go, but a lot of us believe it's going to go more. I mean, still the difference compared to where it's been at, I mean, just even a couple months, it's insane because I think it was holding around 50, 60 cents. So it's still almost half of where it was. 42. I was a couple. Oh, wait, no.
That's no, a couple months ago, it was about 50 cents. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, a couple months ago, I mean, it was still just 60 cents. So, I mean, half of that, I mean, I'm taking that all day long, but I'm hoping it goes even lower.
Yeah. Where do you guys think ADA is going to go?
I'm looking on Ethereum lately more than.
Oh, really?
I do.
I see you on VeChain and HBAR too. What's up with this? What's going on? Have you abandoned ship?
No, look. When it's bear market, you cannot do everything you want to do in one blockchain. It's not enough. So you try to get more volume from other areas. I really like Ethereum right now because it's crashing hard, NFTs wise. So I put a lot of my ADA when ADA was very strong compared to Ethereum in Ethereum, and then I bought basically every NFT that I bought. I calculated it in ADA. Even after all the drops in ADA, I still paid the same dollar amount. So for me, it's kind of everything is weird for me. It's different. But I really look on Ethereum right now because Base C have a major dump, and Yuga Labs they had a major dump, and Gather King, the next level for me, it's have a major dump. So I'm watching, I'm looking, and I really, really like Ethereum NFTs right now, just because it's dumped so hard, and you need to start to see stuff that I could never buy 6 months ago. I can easily buy now.
That's awesome.
And then I still don't pull the trigger. So for me to buy a Bored Ape like 6 months ago, it's 150 ETH. It will never, even if I had that ETH, I wouldn't spend it.
Yeah, right.
Now it's 50, and it's still in it's not only 50 ETH. It's just the ETH is not 4K too. It's like 1.2. So everything is sinking, and I think it's settling basically. Accumulation time. People start to move their apes and get more apes or better apes or whatever apes that they're on. Same thing with Cardano. I sold a lot of my bag when everybody bought apes and I'm buying. I sold everything I had and I bought 25. I didn't buy 25, but I reached to a 25 clays. So I increased my from 7 clays to 25 clays. So, and I waited and I just did it in the last few weeks. I purchased like a little bit by little bit. So people don't know that I buy them too. And they don't know which wallets I have them because people track me. So I don't want it to happen. People telling me, you have 7 this. I say, okay. Well, so I start to kind of disguise myself a little bit. But yeah, I bought clays. So consolidation, I take the NFTs that I okay with and put it in clays, in apes. I bought apes before. So yeah, I had 9 apes before the pump.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
I sold too early though. So
oh yeah, I think we all did. We didn't know. No one knew that was going to pump 10x, 5x. I mean, no one.
I still have 3. So I have my 3 for free plus big profits that I made.
It would seem silly to make it go pump 3x and not sell, right? So like that's when you sell. It's like 3.
But that's why you buy 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Or in my case 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Or in anybody. So then I start to sell at 3,200. I bought them all at 15. So I start to sell at 3,200 and then 4,200 I sold to, and then kept going. And then I start to sell all the land that I have, all the cabins. I had 61 cabins at one point.
Jeez,
and then I start to sell them at 350, 400. I start to sell them like little by little, but I have 17 now. So
yeah, good for you. I was thinking of buying a mutant ape at CNFT Con. I was like maybe inches away, and I just had a bad feeling about buying it.
Why then and not now? Now it's 9 ETH.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at a cowboy hat one. The only way I'm going to buy is with a cowboy hat. And actually, I didn't want to buy a base C because it doesn't have a cowboy hat feature. So I was like,
I think I understand the cowboy thing, but this is a $10,000-$20,000 NFTs. You cannot get attached with that. It's an issue unless you're not selling it, and it's for
not
you.
Selling. Yeah, it was a buy forever, not sell type of deal.
You buy now. It's the first time below $17,000 for a long time.
I think it's going to crash further. I think the NFT market's going to crash further.
I wish.
I would bet big money to say that the NFT market's going to crash further, and especially those big projects. I don't. It's the fastest to move, and it's the most illiquid. It's like it to me. If everything crashes, the economy crashes, or even just takes a small dip, anything will set it off. I think the NFT market is the first to get hit, and it's going to get hit hard. And it's going. I mean, just look at how much has crashed so far, compared to crypto, Bitcoin at like, 30% or so. I mean, to me, the NFT markets, the big Yuga Lab stuff, that's going to crash pretty bad. I'm just more convinced about that. I would say probably early next year, Q1, Q2 of 2023 would be a good time to start looking into it. For me, this is what I just personally feel. Do you think?
You think they're going back to 200 ETH? That's the question. Or you think they're going to 500?
See, I don't know if they'll go back that high. I know they'll go down further. I don't know if they'll go back that high.
I disagree on that part. That's the only part I disagree with you.
Okay.
Because the FOMO, it's something you cannot describe in NFTs. It's not like crypto. The FOMO around the project,
I can believe you. I can believe you.
I think it will double the floor before. Everything gonna double the floor before.
I could believe that. Yeah, I really could. I don't know.
It's different. It's art and mixed with a project that builds something for you that it's not. It's like so many stuff that FOMO kick in all the time. And you look on crypto, always FOMO kick in. But here, it's like you said, it's pumped instead of 2x, 20x.
I think it's more scarce. I think the club and the identity factor of it is stronger than just crypto coins, right? It's like, I am a holder of a base C, right? You know, like, I think that, to your point, I think that will pump, that type of stuff will pump that those floors up. So
the new blood will pump it. The
Yeah.
new blood will come to the streets, and they're gonna start to buy, and it's just will increase the whole market, and the push will be stronger.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it'll be the first to pump though. I think the coins will pump first, and then the NFTs.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
And so when there is a turnaround, when there is a Fed pivot, more money into the system, everyone, you know, a little easing. I think the cryptos will pump first, and then the NFT market. That's just what that's what logically would make sense to me to see. But you know, who knows?
It's happened because the most important part, people that buy Bitcoin, Ethereum for $1,000, and then Ethereum it's $5,000.
Yeah, correct.
And then the NFT price is
That's right.
60 ETH. It's so much easier for them to buy it because they bought in at 1,000 ETH. So for them to spend that, it makes sense. And for other people, no. They're not going to buy NFT for $70,000. But if they did the move before, it makes sense.
Yeah, and yeah, because everyone's piling into, all the smart investors, I think, will pile into those top 3 L1s, right? Ethereum is going to be a good one. Maybe Solana. It's hard to say. Like, I don't know what public opinion is Solana. Well, I don't know, right? Like, so it's hard to say. I just strictly don't know.
I think there is better one. I think there is better one than Solana.
Solana fell out of the top 10. I think, but it's still top 15. It's still top 15.
I'm gonna look on HBAR if I were you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not a blockchain. It's a transaction chain. So it's not a blockchain. It's different.
There has to be. There's going to be more competitors than ADA and Ethereum, though. I think Solana still has a big core base. I think that's still there. I'm not sure how many things have. Look here, I don't know the extent of FTX's downfall. That personally, I don't. I'd like to know more. I don't know how Yuga Labs ties into that, right? Yuga Labs was invested in by FTX, right, or Alameda.
From their books, what they said before, they actually pulled out like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, did they? Okay. I didn't know.
They can say and they can do.
Yeah.
But there is a blockchain for us to check. So far, what I know, they actually pulled out.
Werz, Warden, what do you guys think about the markets here? I know me and Tal ate up a lot of that conversation, but I want to know your opinions on what's going on, what will pump first and last. Rico kind of agrees with me. I'm not sure. I saw that really quick, that I think the NFT floors will drop first and then pump last, but who knows, right?
Yeah, no, I can see that. I just think I'm a believer, you know, I don't, because I'm not into, you know, and there's a lot of people out there that study the markets. I listen to a lot of people and what people are saying because I trust a lot of people, but I just believe in ADA, and I'm just dollar cost and average, only small amounts every week, just small amounts. And if it keeps going down, I'll keep dollar cost. If it keeps going up, I'll keep. It's just a safe way. Yes, yeah. Okay. Buying ADA. It's such a small amount I'm dollar cost averaging into each week, but I just do that each week, and as it's going down, and then you haven't got the worries as an inexperienced trader with coins as it is. That's the way I see safe with Bitcoin and with ADA, and that's for my long-term vision of crypto.
I think that's very smart. I think that's a better strategy than what I got.
I don't know what's going on. Like you said, you look at it and then it keeps going down, and you're sitting there and you're like, fuck. What
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're scared. Whereas for me, it takes out the risk. I'm a believer. You know, NFTs. I understand what you mean. That might not be here in 10 years' time, but I am a believer in the whole crypto. So I'm just taking all the risk out of it, all the nervousness, and I'm just putting a little bit of money in each week to the stable coins, and just going like that, dollar cost and average, and not worrying about how much lower it's going to go.
Yeah, I somewhat like, you know, shield myself when I was talking about, I did a ton of research into the elections and like how markets change after elections. And I think they still could. I want to see the 3 months and 6 months out from these American elections. However, I did not foresee, just like anyone else, FTX crashing and just taking the whole crypto market with it. 30% minimum from Bitcoin, 50%, 100% from Solana. You know what I mean? Like,
multiple people talked about it, and I'm talking about crypto.com for a long time as well.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's like
the only one that I trust, and I don't trust them. Look, I do not trust on exchange, and that's it. Because an exchange, it's a bank system. And crypto, it's exactly the opposite of bank system. That's why they're crashing as well, because it's not banking system. The government cannot come to them and say, hey, there you go, 5 million Bitcoins, go save your butt. It doesn't work like that here. It's on the blockchain. You cannot create coins from nothing. You have to have a protocol. And look on Solana. They create a coin from nothing. They don't have any validators, only 6 validators on this blockchain. If one of them is fading out or doesn't do his work, the blockchain is crashing. This is insane. It's like, what? In Cardano, you have 3,000 validators and node runners and whatever you're going to. So it's totally different game. And when you see all FTX and exchanges basically crapping, this means that the crypto system as a bank system actually works because you can't maneuver it.
I love what you're saying, Tal. Like, I love. You're right. You're absolutely 100%. They're acting as little banks, except they don't have the printer. They're acting as banks, playing touch butt with your money behind your back, but they don't have the printer. And so, the system, the game, the ecosystem will root itself out because the marks will
see how much money they have in every time and how much money they owe. And they cannot disguise it, and they cannot bring money from home because it's billions of dollars. Like, it's just impossible for them to do. They cannot just bring from nowhere 20,000 Bitcoins. It's just not gonna happen.
It doesn't happen like that. There are some good comments in the chat. I don't want to ignore. I'm dialed into our conversation here. Tommy says, and by the way, guys, check out Freedom 35. Tommy is one of the guys on there. The guys are the gents are like amazing guys, very knowledgeable. Love them over there. Freedom 35. Werz is flexing them. By the way, be sure to check out while we're talking about it. Tal, follow his Twitter. He's holding spaces all the time with NFA. Follow Werz. He does traveling and he's just traveling the world, living the life that we all want to live. So very jealous of him. Follow Ethan. He's got all the knowledge. He's got a knowledge base. He's grown up. He's inside each one of these projects, and so follow him on Twitter. But let's go to Tommy. Yeah, I agree, Rico. What I mean is that a strong brand like Basi can separate itself a bit from the general market long term. I mean, it was only natural floor would go down in this market. So yeah, I think they were having a side conversation about saying how a brand, NFT brand, can supersede the crypto market and get past that. I don't think we've seen that yet. I kind of do believe Tommy, but I don't think we've seen that fully yet. I don't think you can't think Basi and not think crypto. You know what I mean? Like, to me, they would have to bring in some other value to supersede the crypto market. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think personally, if Basi fails, then we could all fail. Do you know what I mean? I think if it just shows how strong of a project, if the market and that can't come back, such a big brand and such a big, what it done for the NFT world, if that can't come back from this, then I don't think it's good news for any NFT project, because it will just show that no matter how strong and how many celebrities rock it and how much money is involved in it, if the markets are down, your project's down. It doesn't matter. But, and that's what basically we're trying to be. They were trying to branch off into a complete different brand like Coca-Cola. They were trying to be completely different. But it will just show if the market and they keep tanking, keep going down, and they don't go to the heights, what does that mean for NFTs in a whole?
Did anybody check Facebook lately? Like, everybody talking about the Bored Ape and stuff. Like, Facebook, the biggest network, social, whatever you're gonna call them, it's basically Instagram and WhatsApp and everything we use, like, dipped in 70% in the last 4 months?
Yeah,
6 months since they decided their metaverse and they're kind of part of crypto. So if they dip 70%, if the ape's gonna dump 90%, I'm okay. It's like, what we're talking about here. Everything's dumb.
Everything's dumb. Yeah, I think that Well, there's a. I'm not sure if I fully agree with you, Werz, on saying like, hey, this is not good. If the bases can't come back from it, it's not good for any crypto project. I think that kind of opens the door for some crypto projects. I like to see, Cyberpunks was at one time higher than base C, like, so I kind of would like to see some. I want them to hold their value in more than just we're the cool ones because celebrities hold us. You know what I mean? Like every brand out there provides massive amount of value because, they provide a service or they provide a product. These crypto brands, they need to provide real value. So if Basie owned a hockey team, owned a sports team, okay, now we're shifting gears here. Now the brand Basie looks a little bit different here, or they're presenting like a product. Okay, now it shifts. But until that happens, I don't think it's going to supersede crypto.
Rather than you have a basketball team.
Do they?
Yeah,
they do.
Sponsor the basketball team. Yeah, it looks cool. They just got gutter across it. It's awesome, man. Yeah,
there's bars out there saying, yeah, we're the gutters.
What team is it?
Yeah.
Not only that, Basie got $650 million on a value of $4 billion. Yuga Labs. They literally got funds, like they actually in the VC's games.
Oh, they sponsored it in a tournament.
And they sponsored the team, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is, you don't buy a team. You start with sponsoring something.
It's fair.
They're with Puma now as well. They've got gutter Puma stuff and
I see that with Puma. I like that. I want to see this kind of stuff, but I want to see I don't want to see the Boston Celtics. I want to see the Boston Gutter Cats.
Yes, man.
Like that's what I want to see.
Team up with Puma too. Gutter Gang is team up with Puma.
Yeah, I'm about that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I want to see. I want to provide like tangible value. That's what I want to see. If you're gonna be a brand. What was that?
Real life stuff.
Well, yeah, because if you're gonna supersede crypto, if you're gonna break out of crypto, you have to do that, right? Like you have to. You can't say, "Oh, we're the Gutter Cat coin," and not expect to break out of crypto. You got to. So, to me, that's just what you got to do, I guess. I don't know. What do you think, Warden?
I mean, it's just going to be interesting because, I mean, to buy a basketball team or just any sports team in general, there's so many different factors that go into it. And, I mean, there's billions of dollars. The most recent football team that's up for sale right now is up for $7 billion. And the Washington Commanders, I mean, they're terrible. They are terrible. So I would not buy that. I mean, their stadium needs renovation. Team needs renovation. I mean, it's more than just the management personally. We can have a difference of opinion on that.
Golden State was $400 million when they bought them, or $280 million when they bought them like 9 or 10 years ago. Now they're worth like almost $4 billion.
Yeah, that's good.
But that's also because of all their draft picks and all that.
And make it better. That's the whole point.
This is true. This is true, but I mean, they also want their stadium now too.
The Sacramento Kings must be worth like a couple million, right? So they. I don't know. I think that for NFT brands to be a full-fledged brand, you got to provide value. It's silly to think that a brand would be worth here's what happened with FTT, right? FTT was a coin, a poo coin made by a poo exchange, and they just attributed value to it, and then they gave it to Alameda, and now Alameda has this valuation based on FTT. Like the pumped up valuation of things based off of cryptos or NFTs, it's gonna come down. They're gonna crash down because they're gonna be found out, and then they're gonna loan against it. That's what people do. They loan against they use it as collateral. They loan against it. And guess what? They got caught with their pants down because all the valuations drop. So it needs to bring value in a tangible way to me. Provide a drink like Coca-Cola. Provide a computer like Apple. That's the only way I'm going to see these brands survive past crypto, past this bear market. That's personal though.
But again, what's Facebook bringing you?
Facebook brings people connection.
Yeah, like platforms.
Okay, that's it. You started here. You have that.
But not the same way. It's not the same way though. It can't be the same way.
Why?
Because I'm not going on the Basie app and finding TAL Crypto and like saying, "Oh, hey TAL, I'm not seeing my kids. I'm not being able to post to my kids.
It's a different type of community.
No,
if I told you, yes, 20 years ago, if I told you go on the computer and meet your friends through the computer and start to have photos, you will tell me, no, this is impossible. You need to go to a bar, to a pub.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're telling me, yes, you need to go there. It's different. You don't agree, but it is different.
Well, it's different. I agree that it's different, but I don't agree that it brings the same value. And here's why.
It's like a country club.
Mm-mm.
Why not? You have 10,000 members.
He's not having it.
It's not a country club, because a country club, you could go there and you could hit your golf balls and you could play your tennis and you play your racquetball, and that's prestigious, right? Just because something is scarce doesn't mean it's inherently valuable. It would have to drive demand as well. And so what happens?
Go an NFT on your Twitter that's worth $100,000. You part of a group. Maybe you don't play in the country club or whatever tennis, but you still have $100,000 PFP.
It's a part of an exclusive group.
Look, Aaron. This is new.
Yeah,
this is only 2 years old.
I hear you.
It's different.
So let me line this thought out. The original conversation was Bases like Facebook, and here's why it's not like Facebook. When the first person who bought a telephone, that telephone had zero value. Why? Because you can't call anyone. No one else got a telephone. The second someone else got a telephone, now they've got two telephones. You could call each other. When you add 1 million telephones, the value of the telephone raises. Here's the problem. Basie has a limited amount of bases that they could create, but Facebook has the network value expands.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Because you have 100,000 other deeds. They're gonna mint another 100,000. They building. It just takes time.
Value.
It's a different collection.
They have a game. They have a game on a browser with a real engine. It's like
a game.
They have a game already.
Who cares about a game? You said yourself Cornucopias is just a game and it brings people together.
No, Cornucopias is just a game, but Basie game, it's a real game that goes on a browser, and already 5,000 people played at the same time. This is not just a game. This is a game in development. They meet up. Basie and Fortnite are partners on the game side.
Yeah, I hear
Aaron, don't do your research.
No. This is not.
You don't believe.
No. I believe that it has value. I'm not comparing it with something like Facebook. That's what I'm trying to line out. I believe that Basie has value, maybe even inherent value because of the celebrity endorsements and all that kind of stuff. But I cannot compare it to Facebook. I cannot compare it to any of that kind of stuff.
$4 billion market already.
Who cares? $4 billion. It could be two. It could be $2 billion.
Facebook started with a $500 billion worth. No.
Yeah.
They're not even 2 years old. They're already worth $4 billion in the last valuation.
Right.
The pace, their move all over crypto in general is just faster. It's more innovative, and it's just faster. It's like, look on it. In a year, they did something that no one would ever dream.
Now,
crazy.
I get it, but Facebook is still still the biggest network of people in the world. That's interconnected in that way, like social networks. Huh?
That all of us hate.
You hate, but still use. Okay, you hate, but still
use.
use.
No, sorry, bye-bye, Facebook.
I'm not saying you, but you as people still use it. You're like, it's still the largest, and it attracts money not by just having people attached to it saying like, oh, I use Facebook, look at me. There's advertising attached to it. There's big data attached to it. There's no big data behind Basie. There's no advertising behind Basie that I'm aware of that people could advertise on their platform and get ad revenue.
No, those are the IP rights. It's even more than that. They literally take their ape and they use the IP rights to build whatever brand they want on top of it just take
I can't
time.
believe we're having this conversation right now. I can't believe
I'm giving you more. Like everything you're gonna give me, I'm gonna shoot back at you.
I know, I love it. You would have more of an argument if we were arguing Bitcoin and NFTs again. Okay, I remember that conversation. Okay, you would have more of an, I would almost agree with you in that sense. However, this is Facebook. Okay, this is not like some crypto thing. This is like,
since Facebook said we are metaverse. Okay, since they said that, their stock acting like a cryptocurrency NFT or look on the pumps, on the dumps. It's literally, and I tweet about it too.
You can't section out Facebook and not say the whole market's like that. You said the whole market's like that.
No, but look, the whole market is like that. But look what's happened to Facebook since they literally announced their meta. Look what's happened. Before everything dumped, they dumped before everybody. They start like,
I don't know.
Look on the charts. They start
you could be right.
Anybody else.
Yeah, you could be right. I don't know. Look, when you're saying that Base C's, it's the best, it's the highest, it's the most qualified NFT project out there. That's fine. It also dumped too. Okay, and I don't know what, I don't keep track of the floors. But if I were to bet, if I were to take $1,000 and say which one of these two will make me more money, in the long run, and the long run could be a year, 2 years, it depends. What is the most safest bet?
Put your money on Facebook
or Base C?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't even consider it.
Yeah, but Tal, you're more of a risk. And what you're saying
risk
is
reward, of
you would
course.
put your money on Facebook.
This is true.
But then
reward.
are you buying stocks in Facebook? No, you're dealing in crypto, so it's different. You're for crypto.
I bought a lot of Facebook in the last months. I have to say, a lot.
Really?
He's pumping his bags. He's pumping his Facebook bags.
It doesn't matter. It's money is. We remember we talked about it.
Thanking me. You should be thanking me. I'm pumping your bags for you.
No, but what do you think I'm gonna do with the profit?
Buy Yummy. You're gonna buy Yummy. As we all know, you're gonna buy Yummy. Okay.
My plan is to buy an ape with the profit from Facebook. Again, if you asking me long run what you want to do, I don't want to go to a company that is $500 billion value. I want to go and put my money in a 3 billion, 2 billion, 1 billion.
You're talking goals now. You're talking goals. Yeah. Different goals, different strategies, for sure. I'm with you there. I just don't. The comparison in value though, from Base C to Facebook is crazy to me. It's crazy to say that Base C
it's only 100x.
What do you mean? What's 100x? The Base C?
100x. Yeah, it's like only 100x.
Your turn. Yeah, I mean,
it's only 10,000%. It's not a lot.
But to say that Base C's don't have extreme risk to it would be negligent. What I mean?
And you think Facebook is not a risk?
It's less of a risk. I'm not saying it's not a risk. It'd be less of a risk.
In that case, I disagree with you.
You think it's more of a risk to go on Facebook than Base C?
Yeah, because stuff.
Tal, you're saying some crazy stuff to me right now.
Because you can maneuver the stock market, I can't trust it.
You can maneuver crypto markets. People do it all. We just saw it. We just saw it with FTX.
Because you cannot maneuver it, they dumped. It's the opposite way. Because they cannot disguise their fuck ups. I'm sorry.
Okay,
because they cannot go around it. They will. They just can't handle it. Right here, Facebook can disguise it, and then when it will dump so much harder. 2008 and blah blah blah. Look on everything is around us.
Okay, so are you saying to me we can't manipulate the crypto market? Is that what you're saying? I don't want to simplify what you're saying.
You can't really. If you can track the blockchain, no.
You're crazy. You're crazy, crypto.
What? If someone sells 15,000,
100% can.
You could manipulate it with one tweet, Tal.
No, not like that. No. Not like manipulate. Like I can sell 50,000 and dump it. Yes.
Yeah.
But I cannot bring money from nowhere.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah. Correct. I'm with you. I'm with you.
My point. You cannot bring money from nowhere. It cannot happen.
But you can eliminate the value from one tweet. Elon Musk, if he wanted to, he could say Twitter now accepts Doge, and Doge will go to the freaking moon. He could say Twitter.
He's not allowed to do it because he owns Twitter now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he can or can't do. You get the point, though. You get the point here. He could say something like, you know, I love. He could literally. He had this power. I love.
He can smoke a joint, and Tesla stock's gonna go down 50%. So what?
What do you mean? What do
he can do it, but he can do it for anything. He can do it for Tesla. He can say Facebook is crap and everybody can have Facebook. He can do anything he want to do.
No. He has less power to manipulate a Tesla stock than he does a crypto coin like Doge. So it's not the same. Just because he can manipulate a little bit doesn't mean that the manipulation power from Doge. Where'd he go?
I've had enough of this.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm not listening to you anymore.
I'm just saying. Okay, here. Tommy has a good question. Tommy,
I was going to say, I want to see this answer right here.
Tal, if you had 70K now to buy, would you purchase a BASE or a Bitcoin? Oh my gosh, Tal, say the truth, please.
Tal.
Bitcoin.
I have 70K to buy a BASE, but I don't think it's a to buy it.
Okay, yeah. If you had extra 70K, right? What would you buy?
You'd buy Bitcoin. If it's the question is BASE or Bitcoin at the minute, you would buy Bitcoin.
I have enough Bitcoin. I will buy the BASE.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you're not. This is not the question. The question is just how.
You asked
me
the question.
Then you had to buy. Yeah.
I know. I did. I didn't want the answer.
For example, you asked this question to my brother. My brother said, "I will put it in my bank account."
In my savings.
That's fair. Look, that's a fair. It's a dichotomy. It's a false dichotomy, but it is what it is. Werz, what would you pick? Ethy, what would you pick? Please.
I would definitely. I just see as an investment. If I had 70K, I'd just see putting it into Bitcoin is the safe option than putting it into BASE. That's just sorry. I'm being boring. I know.
You're not being boring. You're not being boring because crypto is already highly speculative. Okay, and we all believe that Bitcoin, is the front runner of the whole crypto market. Yeah. To be on a speculative base, your BASE is a speculation from a speculation.
Town's just crazy, Aaron.
Crazy, dude.
Town hasn't got where he is today without being a little bit of a DJ
guys,
and without being a bit crazy.
It's not a bit crazy. This is the beginning of all these things. This is the time to take the risk, not when it's later on and it's too late and your profit gonna be minor compared to what you can make it now.
But Bitcoin is already a risk. It's a risk on asset. We
talked about it before.
Yeah.
If you have now more than $250,000 in your bank account, where the above that $250,000, it's better for you to put the money in Bitcoin or leave it in the bank.
Depends on where the market's going. Depends on where the market's going.
Leave the market to decide where it's better for you to keep your money. In a bank,
long term or short term,
$1,000 in a bank or in Bitcoin.
Time frame. What's the time frame?
Yeah, long term or short term. 10 years or
this matters. It really does because if it's 1 year, I say in the bank.
Give me an answer for a year, a 5 year, and 10 years. What? It's like
because here's how. If it's 1 year, I can't take the markets out. I'm going to keep it in the bank. If it's 10 years, I'm buying Bitcoin. Let me tell you small story about banks. Okay, please.
In my company, we had $300,000 locked for a month. You know what's the reason? They missed a signature. They can freeze your $300,000 like that if you miss the signature. Now you went and signed on it, but they said it's freezed for 30 days. Now go and bring money from your home to actually not sink the company, because you need to pay stop, all the expense, everything around your business, and your bank is locked. Now you go put there above $250,000. I think you're insane. I think you lost your mind. I think
say that one more time. Say it one more time.
Above $250,000 if you leave it in your bank account. And it's not in the stock market, and it's like literally cash in your bank account. You are insane.
Yeah,
literally insane.
I agree. I do agree with you, Tal. I do agree.
Whoa. For me, it's a whoa. So for me, banks are not trusty. When everybody said, "Oh, I'll put my money in the bank," what? Why? What they showed you that you should trust them with $10?
Well, the trust, to be fair, the banks is not what you're trusting. You're trusting the government to insure it. So FDIC stuff.
But the government insured up to $250,000.
Correct. So and that's what you said. That's what you said, though.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money. I don't got no 250,000 sitting in the bank. You know what I mean? Like,
so I take it in general, right? And I look on that specific. I look on it as a perspective on this specific thing. If you cannot really put money there above $250,000, you should never really have cash in a bank. So where you should have the cash? In crypto. Unfortunately, the answer is crypto. I'll answer for you.
It's a nuanced answer. I mean, Werz, Ethan, you guys got anything on this?
Sorry, I was just typing a message, so I didn't really get the last 10 seconds.
So Tal is basically saying, put zero money in your bank if it's any sizable amount, right? We're not talking a couple thousand or anything.
I'd rather have it in cash. I'd rather have it in cash.
You'd rather have it in cash?
I'd rather have than put it in a bank. I would rather have £250,000 under my bed. I really
this is a good question.
I feel like it's safer. I have money in the bank. I use banks because we have to use banks. But if I had a large amount of money, there's no way I'd have it sitting in one bank, because anything can happen to that bank. Just anything can happen. I know with
it's not a crypto exchange, though. It's not a crypto exchange to where you'd say like it would all go. You're insured when you're in a bank. You're insured.
Yeah, but if the insurance company is crashing.
This is why we want decentralization, isn't it?
I never thought about that, honestly.
I mean, there's a lot of external factors.
When you look on these markets like that, they don't give a damn about you. They give a damn about them.
Yeah.
So when you put your money in their hands and they use it because it's only number, you got screwed, not them. The state gonna come and save them. They're not gonna save you.
Come and save you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but you're still insured, especially as an American. You're still the FDIC stuff that will. I'm hesitating, right? I'm hesitating because I hate banks so much. I just hesitate. I just want to take my time and answer.
You get insurance with American bonds. The dollar gonna be worth nothing. Then you get screwed. It's like
you're right. You know, I'm with you there. I really am. So look, golly, this is okay, fine. I will capitulate here. Okay, I would rather have $250K in Bitcoin than in the bank.
Yeah.
But it's still, I still can't. But I still can't just dismiss it easily, right? It's one of those things where I'm like,
USDC. You put it in USDC, not even in Bitcoin. Do it on
USDC only. USDC only. Tether?
Yeah, not Tether. Yes.
Aaron's face. I could see Aaron's face.
or BUSD. I even trust more. You know, like, but I don't trust Tether. I don't trust that shady friggin' thing.
Let's all hope for Jed to be stable. Like
this is another good point. Tommy brings up a very, very good point here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not forget about real estate.
100%.
Do you want to talk about 2008, Tommy?
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. You were talking about 2008, 2009. You talk about crash.
It's related to the bonds. It's still part of bonds. With all respect to real estate, it's still part of bonds.
Yeah, yes and no. The real estate
need to live in the house. That's the only benefit.
Yeah, like, I think real estate. Look, I think Tommy was just merely bringing it up as an option. Oh my gosh, it's a 105. Golly, guys, I'm so sorry.
We've just been going at it. We've just been going at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great conversation.
Look, we have to do a giveaway, guys. We have to do it. So let's end the night on a giveaway here. Wow, Tal, you really got me crazy.
Well, I had so much to talk about. I literally had so much. We've got a different what we're buying, what we're selling, NFTs. We're gonna have to come back and shoot.
We need to have a different dedicated day where we just talk about everything besides NFTs.
I'm like sweating. I'm like hot because I'm like talking about this stuff.
I haven't been on with TAL.
Aaron gonna keep his money in Bitcoin, $50,000 in cash, and not.
I remember the debate we had when Tal said NFTs are safer bets than Bitcoin. I was like going crazy.
True. I
remember that, Chuck. That was wild stuff right there.
Real quick, I said there is NFTs safe as Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
about space bots, just to let everybody know.
That's some nonsense right there. That's crazy. Yeah, that's space bots. Yeah, that's some nonsense right there. Tal, Werz, anything really quick? I want to leave the chat before we go to the giveaway. Can you guys give them some, like some of your best picks under about 200 ADA, right? ADAs are at what, 34 cents, 35 cents right now. If someone is looking to get involved, which I'm always conscious about because of my particular crowd that rolls with me.
Say 300 ADA. It's $100. Say
let's say 300 ADA then. Under $100, 300 ADA. What's your favorite pick?
Oh my God. For me, I'll go first. For me is Goofy Gophers. They're going to be the first mint on the new Flipper platform. They're buying miners. They're into mining different cryptos. And yeah, I've been in it from the start. I minted, and they got another round of mints coming up in about 2-3 weeks, I think, just when Flipper comes out, of another 4,000. I just love the project, love what they're doing. 290, I think, for me is my pick.
Good pick. Easy. Tal, what you guys got?
I'm gonna beat Tal to it. I'm gonna take the data knot in his background right there. Pretty safe play. We've been talking about it for months, but I mean we've talked to Bourbon numerous times. I mean, I just believe in his project, and in Bourbon we trust. I mean, Tal said it earlier.
In Bourbon we trust.
We talked about the new roadmap a little bit last week too that he released, so that was pretty cool to see. So
I need to get Bourbon back on here. I'm like, Bourbon, what you
doing?
Get
Bourbon. You gotta get Bourbon, man.
Yeah, we'll get him back on.
I had him on.
We'll get him back on within the next few weeks for sure.
Tal, what you think?
I have two. I have one just below 300 and just one above 300. Because
okay, go ahead.
Nuts. So I'll go below 300 with the clay pitches. So I think
okay.
That's a great
I like that,
below 300, and slightly above 300. Although it's after 10x already, I will go with Wild Things.
Wild Things?
Yeah.
Wild Things.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh,
with a Z. With a Z. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
can we have one quick up and coming project that we're looking at? Everyone,
please, let's do it. Yeah.
I'll go first. I see Alley Cats is something that I'm looking at. Come up on NFA. Sorry, Tal, I probably took your one as well again.
Alley Cats. They might not be on there yet.
They're not on there yet. It's up and coming. Best on Twitter if you're looking. Had them on NFA last week. And yeah, just sound like good guys. Two twins, actually, two brothers are the founders.
There's a whole bunch of Alley Cats here. How do I find it?
Really looking forward to that. I'll send you the link while other people
send me a link.
I'll go on Ethereum mint. Kill Cold Bits. Kid Cold Bits is on Ethereum, and it's very, very hyped.
How do I spell it?
No, it's not there yet. It's not minted yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go on Twitter. A Kid Called Bits. Beast. So
Beast.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so they're not minted yet. It's an Ethereum project. It's look like it's gonna be very hyped.
Very hyped.
Very hyped. I'm pretty excited about it, and I think I'm gonna. I think I told it to Warz. We talked about it. I think I'm gonna buy in like 1 Ethereum off the floor, maybe even more. Yeah, I think it's amazing.
Oh, I could send Ethereum 1 Ethereum this way. I could trust that.
Yeah.
Wow, this looks great.
It's a great play.
Yeah, King Cool Beast. I'm really into it as well. I didn't realize we was going over to Ethereum, but I'm hyped for this. Honestly, I've got some.
Why?
Got some
Why are we hyped?
Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at the art. It's just
look. I told you. Only money speaks to my art. So
this art, man.
I'm looking at little bears with ski masks on. Okay, so I don't care about this art.
Can't you see a brand there, Aaron? Can't you see a brand?
I already talked to you guys about the brand. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about that
honestly, the way they're doing it. They've got different beast hoods. You've got 20 different beast hoods, and you can pick your.
This is an awesome website.
You're going to pick what sort of beast hood you want to be part of and what color you want your NFT. You're going to have that choice at mint. So you're going to be able to pick like what color you want it, if you want a boy or a girl, what beast hood you'd like because it connects with you before you press the mint button. So you're going to be able to relate to your NFT when you get it. So I like that fact of it.
I could get with this, honestly. I could send. How much is the mint price and how do you get in?
I think it's going to be about
a bit below 0.18.
Okay.
So
about 0.1.
300 ADA.
Hey, I mean, yeah, that sounds good.
These are quite basic. These are just showing you the different masks you're seeing. But if you could, you're not in the Discord. But there's different beast hoods and different. They've got scientists. They've got geeks. They've got like the cool kids. They've got the sporties. They've got the foodies. They've got 20 different beast hoods, and they're completely different. Females, males, different colors, and then all the different traits that they've got with them. It's just a cool project, and for the mint price.
How does it seem rug pull wise? So, do we know anything really about their team or just project wise within the Discord?
We don't mint. 1 second. We don't mint on Ethereum. They've been in NFA. They did an AMA with us. We tracked them for months. Like they building for like 6 months. I'm in their Discord. It's not just coming out. It's the mint is coming out. But the project is here for a long, long time.
Awesome.
I don't see anyone building so long to rug you after a second.
Good to hear. Yeah, that's really good to hear. Inspiring to hear. Yeah,
I did put that link, Aaron, if you saw it, for what I was talking about.
Alley Cats.
Yeah, that's right. I sent it in the chat.
I'll see if I can get into that mint. That'd be great. Alley Cats.
Yeah, just another one. They come on NFA and they took the heat. You know what it's like. If you can come on NFA and take the heat, then it's worth looking at.
Sure.
So obviously not financial advice, but it just looks a cool project. Some of the art looks cool, and what they're trying to bring, so maybe worth looking at.
I don't like them because I can't mint 20. You can mint
anything if you can't mint 20, Tal. That's just you. That's just you in a nutshell. If you can't mint more than 100, he doesn't. He's not even interested.
Look, we have to give something away to the chat. I just want to really thank you guys for listening to us. Just argue and all that kind of nonsense. But I think it's good.
We got to get down to the real business.
I think it's good. Perspective for people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad we have different perspectives on this thing so that they could, make up your own mind, if you guys agree with me or, Crazy Tal or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's right. and honestly, I definitely next time we come on, got to get Tal back on. I love being with Tal.
Oh, for sure. I love having Tal back on, man.
Me and Tal, I've met him in real life a couple of times now.
The thing is, we don't even have Seron on here. You would have had some.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Seron and Chronic on here and go at it. So that's what I want to see. All right, boys, let's do this one. It's going to be 7 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ethy, we're gonna start with you, and then we're gonna go to Tal, then Werz.
All right, here we go. We're gonna start us off with a nice little Y.
A nice little Y. Are you losing?
What are you drawing? What's your bassist? Oh,
Yeah, what I was gonna say.
You know what? What should I draw? What should I draw? I'll draw a little beast kid. A kid called Beast.
Draw a little beast. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
How's that thing look like? Okay, I got it.
Let's pull it up real quick.
Yeah, I got it. A. A is not on there. I just want to make sure.
D for dodgy drawing.
D for dodgy drawing. No, D's out. No, there either.
B for bozo.
B for bozo is on there.
You'll never forget that one. Man. You'll never live that one now.
Bonanza. A for I said A. I'll see it.
What was that? One more time.
E.
E is wrong. Not Binance, not Bitcoin. No. Go ahead, Werz.
Can we go for an S?
Not balloon. S sucks. No, that's wrong.
No.
All right, let's see if I can clutch up again. I'm gonna go with an O.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Ooh, you got it.
Oh.
I said Bonanza, but it's not.
It's not Bonanza.
I saw balloon guess.
Bambrook.
Oh, there's no A. Bamboo.
Bamboo.
No,
Z.
not balloon. Not balloon, Curly. Not baboon, no.
There's no A, guys.
Okay.
Not
Z.
ballroom.
Z is in
Go ahead,
zero.
Werz. I think it's Werz.
I don't know who it is.
I'm gonna go for an F.
F.
Oh.
Oh.
Buffalo.
Buffoon.
Buffoon.
What are you doing to us?
Buffoon. Congratulations, Ethan. As per the rules, you get to pick someone from the chat on who wins. Pick whoever is commenting the most, or whoever you like the most, or whatever.
I had my winner picked only because this guy's been in the chat all night long. I mean, he said some really great things, and I wish we could have brought him up a little bit more, but I mean, we were deep in the conversation. It's a guy by the name of Idle Tools. So he's been in the chat really all night.
With the old money picture? Yeah. By Gunmuse? Yeah.
By Gunmuse, yep. So that is
you have been in the chat. I thought that was an old money picture. No, hey, Idle Tools, let me know. Hop in the Discord, in the Cowboys Discord. It's in the links in the description down below. And while we're talking about links, guys, be sure to follow all these amazing guests here. Werz, he's got a Twitter and he's got a YouTube channel. If you guys like traveling, be sure to follow Werz. He's in Phuket right now, and so be sure to follow his travels. Be sure to follow TAL, and he's always bringing in some new guests. He's got always the greatest alpha, especially in these Twitter spaces. Follow him on Twitter, and of course follow Ethy. He's an upcoming star for this zipping and ripping, flipping trades and NFTs. Be sure to follow him and make sure that if you want to see boots on the ground, Ethan's the one to follow. Guys, gentlemen, thank you for the beautiful conversation tonight. Chat, I'm sorry I didn't really dial into the chat as much as I usually do because I was just right here. So thank you guys so much. Curly, Chrissy's in here. Oh my goodness. Rico's in here. I mean, you guys are good. P. Reedy, I mean, and Tommy's was up in here earlier. TJ, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys in the next stream.